People they talk say person wey never build house. They say in secret he never cover. As it, but we can't ask. We say why? They say because even if not garri, now you drink and you come out of your mansion, tabi you come out of that your little bungalow, chief, daddy, my landlord, na they go still they call you. I'ma make it person, he do big man so tey he no get just one common room on top him head. Anytime wey owner say go, na you go still go. So therefore so we welcome you to that program where they galvanize you, where they ginger you on top how to get your own property. On top, say make you know say property na better thing. So therefore, so my name is never change. I still Chief Olododo from the stable of WAP TV with our Oga wey dey mentor us, wey dey guide us, wey dey teach us on top property matter. Oga Engineer Debo, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief.
How you dey, sir?
Very well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I love your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
You're looking good, sir.
Thank you. You're not looking bad yourself.
The
Chief himself.
Ọlọ́run ni o. Your God dúró. Man, gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ wí, they just order it for me.
Really?
It's called new arrival.
The arrival.
New arrival.
Arrival. Okay.
Engineer, don't go there.
It's a serious matter.
Last week you see that.
Good morning, our viewers also. All right, welcome. Yeah, you were saying something about last week.
Last week we start on a property inspection. Say if person want maybe
Inspect
buy house,
property.
tabi want rent house, things we
That should guide you.
but
Yeah.
we no finish am last week.
We no finish them, and I hope say we go finish them this week. And we also asked our viewers, if you remember, that when they
Yes.
call in, they should also remember to tell us what they look out for. Because we got a lot of interesting contribution last week, especially when we talked about the security aspect. You know,
some people talk say na spiritual, na they go look for.
exactly.
Some say na light.
You know,
Light, you know, they are not
light.
rent
Exactly.
house.
You mentioned light particularly. You know, which is very important. Now, another thing you would look out for, and please, if you've missed any of our episodes, you want to go to the to YouTube, WAP TV channel, okay, and search out Property Matter topics there, so that you can catch up. We've been on this for over a year, so you can be sure. If you are just joining us, if you are just getting to know this program, you've missed a number of episodes that you need to catch up with. So after this edition, go right to WAP TV YouTube platform. So, parking arrangement is another thing you need to look out for when you dey rent property, particularly if it be say at least you get motor or you plan to get, whilst you dey live for that property. You get to ask how parking arrangement be, or make you see for yourself how things be, because I tell you things that people go through with parking. There are some houses that they park outside. There is no parking within the compound. And especially those properties that were built, if you go to those places that evolved or came up around the 70s, you know, around the 70s, a lot of people really didn't have cars. Cars were not the big thing. Yeah. In fact, if you had motorcycle then, you were still, you know, you are still happening. Do you understand? So a lot of properties were built without consideration for parking. And when you see those places now, the way people park, people who own cars in those properties, they park on the road.
Man,
so a lot of the house, exactly, a lot of, and how many properties? So let's say there are 8 tenants in a building. How many of them really can get the front of the property to park? So some people will park at the end of the street. Like, in fact, people are struggling for space on the street.
Some people, they go park inside filling station.
Some,
they pay.
Exactly. Some will go and find another place, filling station, like you said, close to them. Yes. Some, their cars can never get close to where they live because there is no parking space. And you can imagine if you own a car, then you have to also struggle with parking somewhere and taking Marwa to your house, to come out to your car, to wash your car, you know, things like that. You can imagine. Or some, the compound, the way where you go park, be say, hey, now they are correct the first start.
He did inside paper we will take today now. Inspector kill, sergeant kill inspector because of just gate closure.
Now
inside today's paper.
No, so, no. Before last week, now inspector kill sergeant.
This one we will take today now is
now sergeant kill inspector.
Now he did inside paper
for police station waiting
for inside house. This kind of matter gate closure, maybe you supposed to dey enter 11. Na 10 you dey enter. How many people get key? Some people own motor. You have to reverse 10 cars.
Yes. Some you know, in some houses, some people are the first to come out in the morning. They are the very first to come out. But unfortunately for them also, they are the first to arrive.
Benny.
So, is it that they park outside and let everybody enter? Before you now, maybe by 11, you now go and move your car inside because you know that you are the first person to come out in the next day. Or if you should park inside, then you wake everybody up.
And some people go tell you, say, our daddy never wake
up. Exactly. Some children, their dad had warned them that don't come close, don't ever. That's where quarrel starts. So this flat will start not to talk to this flat because of parking matter. You know, you get to find out when you are renting a house, particularly if you are buying one, it's also important because you see all those small things they get as they affect rent where your property fit command. Yes, now if you want rent a property and you see say out of I don't want to mention the particular, but some of us, especially business people, we think say we get sense, past sense self. You know why? Somebody go buy one plot. The people wey design say na this particular size of property you fit build for inside one plot. They are not foolish. They know what they are doing. But you think say you get sense past them.
Federal government.
Exactly. You go carry one plot, build. Some people go build 9 flats. So they will do 4 floors, ground floor, first, second, third, that's 4 floors already. That's 2 flat per floor. That's 8. Then they will now put penthouse. Now that one, then they, as Baba landlord or as Oga landlord, that's penthouse. Now, all of those, there is no place to park. Or it's just 1 or 2 space they say is reserved for the landlord. So when somebody won't rent that kind of property, when you enter the place, you ask for parking. Of course, it can never command the same value with a property where people have 2 parking spaces per flat.
Abi person even say space there where if you put table tennis ball
or something, it can never, you will never pay the same rates.
Never.
And you'll be shocked sometimes how much this kind of small things cut away from your rent, such that the 8 units where you build or the 9 units where you build, they command more than what another 4 block of 4 flats.
We get space.
It's commanding. So what use? You just wasted your money because you just spend money on building material. It's not commanding the same.
God help you if that foundation no fit come carry the
no, that's a different story. So you get to watch wetin you dey buy and wetin you dey rent. Ask these small questions. You go, when our viewers call, please, if you've had any of these experiences, we would really love that you share it with us.
Because of parking arrangements,
yes.
Just to join to what you are saying,
yeah.
We don't see some people wey buy a static car and they damage am. Why? Because the thing is so narrow that when you wan comot, na so you go dey 30 minutes.
Especially women.
Now
the husband go come reverse the car comot for.
Like say, one woman, make I tell you real life story. They no tell me o. The woman wan sneak in husband car that time wey that you wan just carry am comot because
to show
big woman. And the motor just come out that time. That big motor like that. I no wan mention the name.
Okay.
Na so I just see her call. Wetin happen? Say make I dey come. Wahala don come. As I go there, why? Because this is the gate of the house. This is the house. This is the parking space. So you have to do some
maneuvering. Exactly. Before you come.
So as the woman dey do na so the light boah.
Touch I don't maybe color.
As he call me like this, where I see the motor, I know say gbese don happen. Do you know that the woman out of her own desperation wan pe abi wey dey desperate say her husband must not know.
See?
He carry her earring wey be gold.
Go sell am.
He sell am, buy the light immediately, fix am back. You never hear anything, Engineer Debo.
I'm telling you.
You never hear anything. As he fix the light back, where they say thank you, kinika. He's gonna say out of fear. Say no one make anything do the light again. So person wey help us fix the light. Now he say egbon sharp and park that dey join to me tell for comot. As egbon do na so the door for driver say That one nothing wey they wan do. Na there me sef I just tell her. I say Aunty Buki, ẹ wo tí nǹkan bá ti dé ká gbà fọ́lọ́run ni. Aunty Buki tí nǹkan bá ti dé ẹ lọ park ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká tún ṣe mọ́. Ọlọ́run fẹ́ kọ́ gàrí ni. Wetin you wan do? You don't just do light. Better say make e be Aunty Buki say na him go park am. But out of fear, wey say make that person wey do like and some people dey jump for motor.
What are you saying?
Ẹlòmíì máa ń bẹ́.
What are you saying?
Engineer labour, I can't touch people's cars, you see me.
What are you
some
saying?
people, mo lè wá.
Yeah, exactly. Mechanics are even the worst for those type of things. You give mechanic your vehicle, he go help you.
Motor wey be say the owner dey ride like that.
Design am before you come back.
So parking arrangement na very big deal,
very.
But we'll actually go on this break, yes, most definitely. So that when we come back, we'll open the phone lines, make people tell us wetin be their own experience, abi wetin be the things wey they dey look out for if they wan rent apartment, abi buy buildings. So let's go on this break. We will be right back.
The best investment on earth is earth.
The issue of say make a person get house, make a person get land, make a person.
Property matter na serious business o. One of the best investments wey person fit get for life. Shey you be estate agent, surveyor, town planner, or you dey into furniture and you go like make the world sabi your level? Come advertise with us on top Property Matter wey dey shele for WAP TV for every Tuesday from 8:15 to 9 a.m.
Yes, you welcome back to the show. Parking arrangements na there we take stop. That is, if you wan rent property, tabi you wan even buy property, check out for how the parking arrangement take be, how the place take be, how they dey park, abi you no even get parking space at all. Na outside you dey park your car. We be say today na the something wey dey take wind up for motor, na him dem go comot. Tomorrow na brain bus, na him dem go comot. Next tomorrow na battery, one by each by one. They go empty, turn the motor to pangolo. Na experience wey we don get before. So therefore, so please feel free call in into the show and tell us what are the things you actually look out for if you wan buy property, tabi you wan rent house. The phone lines are open. Turn down the volume on your TV set. Okay, Engineer Adebo.
You know, during the way we were talking about how people use this parking space to do senior tenant position. You know, in some houses, in most houses, there are advantageous spots that when you park, nobody disturbs you. Nobody really needs to disturb you. You don't need to move out for anybody or move in for anybody to come out. Once you just put your head there, you are there. Whenever you want to come out, you can easily come out and all of that. People in a lot of houses, without discussion and understanding, people struggle for those spots. And a lot of the time, some people claim that spot because they say they are the oldest tenants in the house.
Chief tenants.
They are the chief tenants. They are assistant landlord. You know, and as I jokingly say, there is no length of time you can stay in any man's property. He will never give you long-serving tenant award. I tell you, you can't. There is no such award. You know, award full place now. People they give award anyhow now. I never see where they don't start long-serving tenant award. Instead, they go drive you comot for the house sef. Say you don dey too tey. You don dey too tey. You wan collect this house because if the landlord die now, if you dey tell story to him children, say na the two of una build the house together. Because you know the story of the house more than they do. You know, so nothing like senior tenant to discuss, ask questions. A lot of people who fall into these challenges, people who probably when they are moving into that property, they don't have a car. So they feel like they are less concerned, less bothered.
So it's my business.
But when they now find themselves having to buy a car, they are the newest
business
car owner. So they get the most difficult spots, you know, and it becomes a challenge. But for well laid out properties, there are where each flat should park. It's clear, you know, and even where there are good understanding, they usually discuss it over and over. If anybody has challenge where he's parking, maybe because of his own movement and how, he does his own things, when he needs to go out and when they will discuss and understand everything that they need to do. I've lived in places where you will be called, there is no way. Once you park in a particular spot, for me, my schedule used to be that I leave home a bit late, not so early in the morning, okay? But I come home very late. And there are people who are regular office workers who need to leave by 5:30. Do you understand? So I'm always called upon. So once I park in the night, I know that my sleep will be cut short because this guy will need to go out. So most of the time, what I do is when I arrive and the guy is still awake and all of that, we just parley. We are parley. So I'll just call him, Oga, come and move your car before you start to disturb me tomorrow, you know. And he will move out, I will move in, and then he will stay at my back so that he can just easily also go the next morning and I can enjoy my sleep. Do you understand? Just discuss when you find yourself in that situation. Oh. But if you can prevent it, which is when you are renting, look out for those things. And let it be part of what guides your decision as to which house you want to take. Another thing where they cause issue, where you supposed to look out for. Now, how then they take care of this general area maintenance? You know, how then they sweep compound? How then they throw away dustbin? Who they pay for them? Some houses now, this waiting for Lagos now, Loma.
Okay.
The bill where they get for Loma. Now every time Loma they refuse to carry their
Benny.
because nobody wants to
settle
how much 500 naira or something. No, nobody wants settle Loma. Everybody want or somebody go they say now these people they always they throw away those
they do party every week.
And then they get dirty most of the time. You know, so many funny things that people do.
But sir, what is general?
Yes,
okay,
like that sweeping. Okay,
Elena
from Benue.
Good morning, Elena.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
We are fine, sir.
Okay, go ahead with your question or if you get contribution.
Elena.
Oh, I think
I hope we.
that.
Wow. Okay.
That. Please try call us back, Elena. This general area maintenance, what would they talk about, sir? Should the thing encapsulate? Does it encapsulate electricity or is?
Well, in some areas, it's part of it too. Power.
Because why they ask? Say that one self the fight with that one.
Major.
Oh, no.
One be say big feed day on top before you even move to the house. The other one be say they know they agree whether na 1 meter everybody gets. They know they agree how they share am. They don't know basis. Some landlord they use agbari.
He know they even pay. Now landlord go collect the money.
Landlord na he go share am. He go just see bill. He go just share. Some people no dey even see the bill. Yes. Landlord go just say this month na your rate be this na your he go just distribute the amount. He no go pay out
and
of that.
And you dare not say where is the bill. They will tell you I don't want be baba. I don't be baba. You
get to know how that thing functions so that you know what you are getting into.
You just paint your motto. Not loss. Okay. They are paying 2,000 now.
Or they will be counting how many people these people they always playing music. That one they have AC. They have two. Yeah. They don't have a unified or an acceptable way of collecting or determining what people should pay.
Okay, Jimmy Keta.
Jimmy
how you there, Jimmy?
Ogun.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, Jimmy, how are you?
Yeah. I love your program.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, go ahead with your question.
Or you want to share your experience?
I live in a compound of 8 flats.
Okay.
So we don't have a specific person that do normally used to clean our compound or sweep either. So, but like my wife do normally used to sweep because at times when I return back from work, I do normally used to stay at the front of my lobby to relax myself.
Okay.
So there was this particular of my tenant. I've warned him on several occasions. He do normally used to wash bike for that particular spot that we do normally sit. And when he wash it, instead of him to clean it up, he won't.
He will just
mix everything around and leave there. So, and at times when you report such situation to landlady or the landlord, people will take you as if you are the bad ones.
Yeah.
Maybe at times when you see what people do around and you try to correct them, at times they just look at you as if, are you the only person? Why is your own difference?
Yeah.
You are just trying to present from certain things, but they won't take it funny.
True.
They will just take it as if maybe you just get hatred on them. But at times, I just look at it because me, I'm a kind of quiet person. I don't like anything that way. So
Cause
I don't know
wahala.
what to do about it.
But na tenant in be there. You are a tenant there
yes,
too, abi?
yes. The girl landlord now a tenant, and he said they no get who they sweep. I think that's where the major problem starts from. That's where the problem starts from. They no get who
Even
they
if you
sweep.
tell them that they should contribute money for people that is sweeping, they
Okay.
will never.
They will never. Wow.
Inside flat, you.
So is it that each person you stay on the ground floor? I want to believe, right?
Hello?
You stay on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other tenant also who stays on the ground floor, he also sweeps his own side of the compound.
No.
Your wife sweeps everything.
Because the compound is tight and everybody has his own lobby. So,
Okay, this compound is tight and everybody has his own lobby.
Okay, so your wife just sweeps your lobby, your own.
yes.
And it is
the
this
front-
your own
the
that
front
somebody
of the
comes to
compound
wash
as well.
his bike. Why is he not washing his bike in his own lobby since everybody has one?
Because they stay at the back, so there will be no space for them. So the front that is available for parking space, but instead of him to take the bike to the gate side and wash, he would rather prefer washing it at the edge where somebody do normally sit whenever there is
want to
heat
relax.
or something like that. Maybe in the evening, you just decide to come out to take fresh air or something like that.
I understand you. You see, in most houses, there is nothing you can use to replace ability to be able to dialogue.
Ben.
Because
Jojo.
now small things just be like marriage, eh? Small. When you see why some people divorce, you go hold your head.
So is this enough reason?
Now small thing like this, but because there is no means of sitting down and having a friendly conversation, having an unbiased, non-threatening conversation that I can say, I don't like this, but not in a funny way, and you two can pay attention and really try to see from my point. And if you have any superior argument, bring it up and we reason like human beings. If such does not exist, it's difficult. You may just have to live with it and be
Till God take you out.
and be the dustbin.
Till God come out your leg
And be
there.
the dustbin, because already your wife is sweeping. I can imagine that. I mean, I don't know. Should, like you said, there should be somebody that is paid for such. And let's now say that, okay, everybody sweeps their own side, like you said. The house is tight. If your wife is sweeping a place and other tenants know that there is nobody we've recruited to sweep this compound, when you now wash a motorcycle there or anything,
Should be able to clean it
yes,
up.
you do anything in that place, shouldn't it be common sense that you should just return it to the state you met it at least
If not better.
for peaceful coexistence? Is that not? But like you said, he's
But
not
then
doing
Debo-
it. And even when you raise the issue, you are looked at as somebody that is shouldering.
Ongbege. But Engineer Debo, is it not funny to hear such stories from inside flats? Because now face me and face you, I believe. Say let's take Musa.
Human beings are everywhere now.
Musa, how you dey?
I do about good morning.
Good morning, Musa.
Musa from Lagos. Yeah.
Last year.
Well done.
And the same students now every time they face for our house here like this as I talk to you.
Wow. Which of the thing we discuss? So
Like for example now the way this NEPA is sharing the bill now you use through SMS.
Sorry, you have to. We no hear you.
he say.
The way NEPA is sharing the bill now is through SMS.
Okay, the way they share B, NEPA B.
NEPA bill, abi?
Yes.
What's the basis they use in sharing it?
It's through SMS now. And it's use it for-
Through SMS. That one pass us, Musa. Since
That one na NEPA
now
now.
you and NEPA, no be you and your landlord now.
Na NEPA dey send the SMS now.
Yeah, my landlord. So we no go see this. Our landlord go just talk. He go tell us say NEPA bill today na 4,000 naira. But when we will see, they make it go short. So we go how we take here.
You want to see the SMS? Ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ jẹun
You
àgbà.
wan see the SMS wey NEPA send your landlord, abi?
Wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ jẹun àgbà.
You go just tell us say the bill na 4,000 naira like that. You no go see the NEPA bill. But after you say don't delete am. Once you say don't delete am.
As in, if you even ask am, he go say he don delete am, abi?
Wàhálà dé.
At least before you delete am, you go show us now. I don't want to say
Kọ́ni máa ń dá, kọ́ni máa ń bury am.
I tell you,
Just delete the message.
the
Mo
things
ti delete ẹ̀
the
fún mi.
things wey tenant dey see,
this much, when is much to take for this thing, so.
Musa, this your own funny me o.
I
Landlord
tell you.
don delete am.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
wetin you
delete.
wan do?
I don't delete, man. Wow, can you imagine?
Join am.
Thank you very much, Musa. Na very
Thank you for
wonderful.
that experience,
Na
Musa.
wonderful
In fact,
experience be
I'm
that.
telling
Landlord
you.
don delete am.
He
And
don
wetin you
delete.
wan do true?
I'm telling you. Wow. So that's it, oh. Just for you, I mean, I don't understand. I don't even know what you want to do. You don't ask the man. He's even a good man in a way. He tell you say, he don't threaten you, say, you go pack over for this house.
You be like say you wan dey know too much. Go and ask people.
Your own not the too
Go
much.
and ask people wey you meet here. They don't ask me.
Shey, can you imagine? So that's it. General, I mean, how do they take care of general? If there is no arrangement, who cleans the compound? How they pay the person? How Loma they take carry dirty? Or if you stay outside of Lagos, how you go arrange dirty where they go they park and come up for your compound? All of those things are very. I mean, you've seen some houses, eh? Hey. That time that Loma started choosing who to work with, and depending on whether you are paying them before they give you service or not, if you see some compound, heaps,
Of course.
heaps, it's as if nobody cares. Or probably somebody is tired, somebody that has been doing it, responsible for it, has also said, well, if nobody is doing it, me too, I no send. And that's serious earth hazard, okay? So that's another one. Then pollution, both what we call primary and secondary pollution,
Ben.
okay?
Because some people, if you enter their house, true. Some people, most people, if you want rent house, we know they bother to ask, where is the sewage system, the latrine, and
Where it dey?
Where it dey? And this thing, I like you rightly pointed it out. Maybe the one where you wan collect, maybe na there your window e dey.
Yes, now.
You go don enter finish.
Finish before
you
you
go just
know
sleep for night. Kí ló ń rùn báyìí ẹ ti sanwó ni.
And people wey know you before, when they see you after 6 months of moving to the house, they see say,
Wọn ò ní mọ̀ bó ti.
Baba you dey, Baba you dey fresh now.
Wọn ò mọ̀ pé òórùn ló jẹ yó, because the truth is you go don pay finish where they ilẹ̀ wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ Latin.
They go know say Baba na another thing. Then some other places na noise,
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
either from your immediate neighbor or from the area. Gbas every
Never
time.
see, I get one man when I dey for face my way, if he dey comot,
Yeah.
na so he go still loud music he go go. I go ask am say ogo
As in, he's not in the house,
He's
but
not
music
there.
will be playing.
Yes, he wan go buy something, maybe he go for 2 hours.
You want to be hearing it as it's going.
I say ogo okay please, are you playing music for demon inside you? Who dey dance am? Who is dancing? He say no, he no like make the enjoyment and stuff.
Wait there.
So that when he come, he pick up from
You just pick up from there and
because the
say,
noise is too much.
I'm telling you. I mean, you know, we are different. Some people, somebody like my wife, for example, it's as if it's a problem for a place to just be quiet. She just must play something. And I'm the total opposite.
You want serenity.
I just want somewhere where make I think, abeg.
How you go turn face my face you to test
So we go enter car like this, the first thing my wife go touch na radio. I say, waiting. Yeah. We have Bright from Ghana.
Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bright.
Bright, how are you?
I'm okay.
Are you calling from Kumasi?
Na so they do for Ghana too.
I don't even know.
My brother, how are you?
We are
Well,
fine,
very
sir.
well.
Yeah, I'm enjoying your program from Ghana, and I really like your comments.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you.
very
Please
much.
share your comments, please.
In Ghana, it's like we have almost the same problem here, my brother.
So they have the same problem, my brother.
Yeah, wow. In which area is that? Which aspect that we've discussed so far, or maybe your own unique experience?
Is it parking space? Is it electricity? My brother.
I think we've lost.
My brother.
We've lost Bright.
My brother has gone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
brother has
Bright.
gone.
If you can call back, we would really love to have the Ghana experience.
Yeah, let's know. Some people really like I won't call it noise, but the music.
It's not everybody.
Is it Madam was on radio?
Yes, so what I'm saying is that if, for example, you must know who you are. If you are the type that loves your serenity and your neighbor loves noise,
You are in it too.
or during those days before Lagos State really jacked up their monitoring for pollution and all, when megaphone of either one religious set or the other will wake you up. As a child, I wake up by 5. Now one
Religious
megaphone
center.
be my alarm.
Alarm.
I wake up by 5. Also because my mom wakes up by 5 anyways. But that thing, once we hear that thing,
It's
and
normal.
the noise of my mom's door opening, room opening, I know that 5 done now. 5 done now.
But
Even
if you talk about that, how about some other funny pollutions, like in the middle of the night, somebody just begins prayer. And
yes,
the
now.
noise will be getting to the neighbor.
Yes, and
this
they won't bother.
A friend of mine who just gave birth actually complained that he stays in that Okafor area.
Yeah.
Said he don't beg the man, beg. I said, see, I'm not saying you should not pray. In fact, I love prayer. But my pikin never reach 1 week inside house, newborn baby.
See?
And you start prayer by 3 a.m. Loud one. Pikin whether the pet make you even sleep. Ogochukwu, how you dey?
I'm very fine. Good morning.
Good morning,
Morning.
sir.
I'm happy to hear you people's voice this morning.
We're happy to receive you too.
To hear you too.
Yeah, I'm in a good. I'm very fine. Good morning, sirs.
Morning. Share your experience with us, Ogochukwu.
I have to share with you.
Hello.
Thank you. So, what my own experience is that, particularly what you people are saying this morning. Yeah, that is where I'm going to now. Exactly what you people are saying this morning.
Okay.
Real. Hello.
We're there with you.
We
Go
dey hear
ahead.
you.
So for the area I'm living now, right now, the particular place I'm living right now is that the landlord also is doing the same thing with me. So when we pay for housing like this, at times he will say that he will do this, he will do that, he will do this, he will do that. But at the end, after he collected the money, he will not do anything. And where we are now, there is a lot of flooding here.
Flooding.
So I don't know the next action. I'm telling you to pay more money. So that he can be able to do
Whatever he needs to do.
the work that I think I'm supposed to do.
More money.
Some landlords are supposed to do some jobs, while tenants are supposed to do some jobs.
Some jobs, yeah.
So we're facing such a challenge here, seriously. And for the sweeping or the clearing grass along the line, nobody cares to follow it up. So we that normally call a booking to butcher 3,000, 2,000 every month or every 2 months. It depends how serious the thing goes. So I myself, just a citizen. I don't get money like that. So this is a rainy season time. So I don't know how you people can address such.
Well, it's difficult to.
I think we should be asking him how many months your rent remains. Maybe that's a panacea.
What we can just do is, like we're advising, this is what some of the things you can look out for. I tell people, be wary of a property that the landlord lives there, one, it's not a problem if he lives there. Two, is the one managing the property by himself. When you want to rent a property, an agent take you to landlord already, and tell you they pay agency fee to agent. Landlord say, now you go collect legal. Now you go collect caution. Now that you go pay and to run, now you they manage the property. It's a red flag.
It's a red flag.
To the type of character that landlord can bring up. It's not, I mean, there are exceptions, but most cases, those are the type of landlords that will give you bills, you will pay, you won't see the work
effect
done, or they will share NEPA bill for you without spiritual NEPA bill. You will never see they don't delete message and things like that, you know. So watch out for those things. It gives you.
Now, mommy, they control the house.
Yes. Now,
mommy talk is fine.
Mommy. Then signals, internet signals, telephone call signals, telecom signals. Those are things you need to check out for. I still was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday. Wanted to have a Zoom meeting. You know what? My friend, he said he subscribed to one particular provider, and that got finished in the morning. And so he had his phone, and he had data in his phone. You know what the guy had to do? He came out of his house. He said because if he stays inside the house, he won't be able to get network. There is a staff of mine who has, I think he has about 2 or so network. None works in his house. Once he enters his house, you can't get him again. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
You don't enter play
and
mode.
You can imagine if
your house not play mode.
I mean, in fact, when he first told me, I thought he was lying. I thought he said Signal is epileptic. He will just, sometimes he won't get it, sometimes he will get it. It's just like that. And most times he doesn't get it. I mean, there are some parts of the house. If your house is like 1, 2 floors or 3 floors, if you stay up, that's when you get signal. Or if you stay down, or some estate, there is a spot that when you go to,
Benny,
that's where you get.
They are going on top of the mountain for prayer.
It's just like when people travel to the village. You know, in your village, in some of these villages,
place. They will say, Benny, mass
never reach everywhere like that. You have to congregate or go towards a particular area to get signal. In some people's homes where they are staying in urban areas, that's how it is. They have to get to one side of the room or one side of the flat or one room.
This is a strong point. Signal.
No, you need to, because life without signals these days.
They might want to call you up for multi-million business.
Anything, even emergency, anything can be why somebody is calling you and you are not reachable simply because you cannot get
signal.
So it's important, check out for signals. Also check out for structural integrity.
What do you mean,
Look
sir?
the property, whether cracks dey, whether the house dey bend, whether it dey sink, you know, and ask for the opinion of a structural engineer where you are concerned with what you are seeing. There are some cracks and all that are just what we call cosmetic. They are just cracks as a result of plastering and all. They are nothing structural. You know, a house, let me give you an example. A house is like human body. You know, what makes us stand upright is actually our skeleton. You know, that bone structure that we have. I mean, that's why, God forbid, if somebody has an accident, spinal cord and all, they probably won't be able to stand strong again, or they can't use their leg or whatever, you know. So those things. A house also has a structure that takes it up, and that is made up of concrete slab, columns, beams, and slabs, you know. If those things start having issue, cracks are happening there is a problem. I think we'll just have to end this way.
Okay,
we'll have to start another topic next week.
Okay, thank you very much. We really enjoyed this. That is your property inspection guide. Thank you very much, Engineer Debo. We really appreciate it. And to our viewers, thank you. We say goodbye.